This ain't a song. It's a prayer you buried in the dark. Neon lights on a broken street, cold rain washing over me. I said your name, but it felt too late, like a sinner knocking on heaven's gate. I lost my way somewhere in between who I was and what I've seen. If you hear me in the dark tonight, don't turn away from this fading light. I ain't clean, but I still believe there's a piece of you that never leaves. Empty church and a silent prayer, dust on faith that was once there. I wore my crown, but it fell apart. Now I'm just singing from a shattered heart. If you hear me, don't let me disappear. So I sing, not to be saved, but to remember the faith I I know you heard me. So why did you stay silent? Called your name into the night, watched it fade without a sign. Every echo came back hollow, like a truth I couldn't find. Neon lights don't feel the same, they flicker like they know my pain. Standing here in doubt and rain, still calling you again. Was it me? Was it you? Or the things I never knew? You heard me in the dark that night, but you said nothing to my cry. I was reaching for your light while I slowly died inside. If silence is the way you speak, then what does that mean for me? I'm still here down on my knees, listening to what I can't hear. but found nothing left in me. Held on longer than I should, calling silence something good. Now I don't know what is true, but I'm still talking, still to you. If you hear me, why won't you answer? You heard me in the dark that night. I know you did, I felt it inside. But silence cuts deeper than pain. When you call and call again, if silence is where you remain, then I'll be waiting in the rain, still holding on to what is true. Even if I don't hear you. Maybe silence is where you wait for me. I kept talking, but I think you stopped listening. I said your name into the void, watched it break, watched it fall. Every word just lost its meaning, like you never heard me at all. Neon lights don't guide me now, they flicker just to fade again. I used to feel you in the silence, now I just feel the end. Was I blind or just alone, talking to a fading echo of home? I spoke to you, but you were gone, somewhere between right and wrong. I held the faith but lost the light. Now I'm alone inside the night. If you ever hear this broken sound, I'm still here, I'm still around. But I don't know if you're still there, or just a voice inside my prayer. Streets and hollow breath, every step feels close to death. I tried to hold on to believe, but all I found was buried grief. I wore my hope like it was true, but it slipped right through my hands. Now I'm just standing in the dark, trying hard to understand. Did you leave? Or did I just lose you? I spoke to you, but you were gone. where you been. I'll just fall down on my knees and try to believe again. Oh, maybe you were never gone at all. I stayed. I didn't leave. So why did you? I waited in the pouring rain, hoping you would call my name. Every second felt the same, like a never-ending pain. Streetlights flicker, losing glow, like they're telling me to go. But I stayed right where you left me, even when I felt alone. Was I wrong to believe, or were you never meant for me? I waited, but you never came, calling out your holy name. I stood still while time moved on. Now I'm here, but you are gone. If you hear me through the night, was I ever in your sight, or just someone passing through, still believing it was you? Cold wind cuts through my skin, like the doubt that's settling in. I tried to fight, I tried to pray, but you kept drifting away. I held on to what was real, or at least that's how it felt. Now I'm standing in the silence, talking to myself. I waited, I really did. I waited, but you never came. Still I whisper your name, even if you're not there, even if you don't care. If this faith is just a lie, why do I still try to believe in something true that I thought I found in you? Maybe waiting was my only mistake. with my hands in the rain, calling your name again and again. I waited for a sign, something to change, but silence stayed and nothing came. I prayed, but nothing changed. Same empty sky, same quiet pain. Echoing down. Of doubt, searching for you, but you weren't around. Was I too late? Did I lose the way? Or were you there and chose not to stay? I prayed, but nothing changed. Still lost in the night, still feeling the same. But you never came, and now I don't know if you know my name. I still sleep on my side of the bed, like you're coming back. I still pour 2 cups in the morning, and I just stand there, staring back. I'm not angry at God, I'm not angry at you. I'm just empty in places that only you knew. I don't cry anymore, I just go quiet inside. I'm not angry, I'm just learning to survive. I heard your voice in a stranger's laugh. I had to leave the room. I keep your number in my phone. like you might call me soon. I'm not angry at God. I'm not angry at you. I'm just empty in places that only you knew. Don't cry anymore. I just go quiet inside. I'm not angry. I'm just learning to survive. They said time heals everything. They lie. They said you'd live inside my heart, but hearts get tired. I'm not angry. I'm just tired of pretending that I'm okay. Oh, I used to fall apart at night. Now I just stare at the ceiling. I used to beg for answers. Now I don't even want to feel it. The candle burned too many times, so I let it burn to the end. I stopped asking God for signs. I stopped asking anything. I stopped asking why, and that scared me more than the pain. I stopped asking why, like hope had already walked away. When you stop needing answers, that's when you know you're lost. I stopped asking why, and I don't know what it cost. I still pass by the church on Sundays. I just don't go inside. I still hear the bells in the morning. I let them pass me by. There's a peace in giving up no one ever tells you about. It feels like finally resting, but it's just fading out. Maybe being broken is just who I am now. Maybe silence is just where I live now. Maybe I stopped asking why, because deep down I already know. I stopped asking why, not out of anger or fear. I just stopped asking why. stopped asking. I just stopped. I stopped checking my phone at night. No one was calling anyway. I stopped leaving the light on. There was no one coming to stay. I rearranged the furniture just to feel something change. I talked to myself in the mirror just to hear my own name. I got used to the silence, and that broke me more than the pain. I got used to the silence, like it was always meant to stay. When the emptiness becomes familiar, that's when you know you're truly alone. I got used to the silence, and silence became my home. Cook for one now, I don't even think about it. I laugh at things alone, with no one left to share it. The walls know all my secrets, the dark knows all my fears. I got so used to the silence, I forgot what it felt like to hear. It's not the loud moments that destroy you, it's the quiet ones, the empty chair, the untouched cup, the side of the bed that no one sleeps on anymore. I got used to the silence, not because I wanted to. Because silence was all I knew, and somewhere in that stillness, I lost the will to fight. I got used to the silence and forgot what it felt like to have light. I'm not lonely anymore, I just don't remember what the opposite feels like. Some wounds don't heal, they just stop bleeding. I used to count the days since the last time I cried. I thought that meant I was healing. I thought I had survived. But healing isn't silence, and survival isn't peace. Sometimes you just get tired of fighting to be free. Some wounds don't heal, they just stop bleeding. Some prayers don't work, they just stop repeating. You think you're better because you stop feeling the pain, but the wound is still there. It just stopped letting it show. I smile now at the table, I laugh at the right times. I look like someone living, but I'm just reading the lines. Nobody sees the scar that never really closed. I got good at pretending, that's the part. Nobody knows. Some wounds don't heal, they just stop bleeding. Some prayers don't work, they just stop repeating. You think you're better because you stop feeling the pain, but the wound is still there. It just stopped letting it show. Don't confuse my silence with peace. Don't confuse my smile with okay. Don't confuse my stillness with strength. Sometimes still just means I stopped fighting today. Some wounds don't heal, they just become part of you. Some pain doesn't leave, it just becomes what you're used to. And one day you wake up and you can't remember who you were before the wound, before the silence, before the blur. I'm not healed, I'm just used to the weight, used to the weight. I'm not healed, I'm just used to the weight, used to the weight. I don't light candles anymore. I don't kneel by the bed. I don't talk to the ceiling. There's nothing left unsaid. I stopped waiting for answers. I stopped looking for signs. Now I wake up each morning just to survive one more time. I don't believe anymore, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I haven't disappeared. I'm not okay, I'm not healed, I'm not the man I was before. I don't believe anymore, but I'm still here. Watch them find their way back into the light. I smiled and said I'm fine, then went home to the night. I don't envy their faith, I don't question their peace. I just carry what I carry, and it never moment, and I choose not to leave. I don't believe anymore, but something keeps me breathing. I don't believe anymore, but something won't let me leave. One more night, one more morning, one more fight. I don't believe anymore, but I'm still here, still here, still here. Not okay, not okay, not healed, just too tired to disappear. I pushed everyone away. One by one they left. I got used to burning bridges. I got used to being alone. But you didn't move. You didn't walk out the door. You just sat in the silence with me, like you'd been there before. You stayed, and I anything. I tested you with my darkness. I showed you all my scars. I waited for you to flinch. I waited for you to run. But you saw every broken piece, and you didn't look away. I don't know what you saw in me, but you chose to stay. You stayed, and I don't know what to do with that. You stayed when I gave you every reason to leave. I don't know how to receive this. I don't know how to let you in. You stayed, and that scares me more than anything. Don't get too close. I want you here, but I don't know how to want what I need the most. You stay, not because I deserved it. You stay, not because I earned it. You stay, through every silence, through every door I slammed. You stayed, and I'm still learning what that means for who I am. You stayed, I don't know why, but for the first time in a long time, I'm glad you did. I've been through the fire, I walked through the rain. I carried what broke me, I learned to live with the pain. I don't have the answers, I don't have the light, but I'm still standing here at the end of another night. I don't know who I am anymore, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'm walking toward, but I haven't disappeared. I'm not the man I was before. I'm not who I used to be. I don't know who I am anymore, but I made it through. I lost people I loved, I lost faith I held tight. I stood in the darkness and forgot what was right. But something inside me refused to let go. Something kept breathing when I had nowhere to go. still standing in the ruins, and I'd do it all again. I don't know who I am anymore, but I know I survived. I don't know what comes next, but I know I'm alive. Not healed, not whole, not the same as before, but still here, still breathing, still worth fighting for. I don't know what comes next, but for the first time, I'm not afraid of finding out.